what makes this piece very unique.
You know that how the market is right now, right?
Jesus.
We're setting up Starlink here on the boat on the way to Bahamas. Look at this.
All right, so that's the receiver.
Set it over there.
Oh, there you go.
I don't need the instructions. You needed that?
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we didn't need the instructions. They're in the water now. Let me see. Do we need this? I'm not sure.
If you came with it, because you need it.
No, this is just the regulations. My network. Oh, and I keep missing it. Woo! Download. Look. From here, I get download 118 megabits per second, which is very fast to download. I mean, if you wanted to stream, there's only like 5 megabit streaming, so you really won't be able to stream like YouTube, for example. You'll be able to stream Instagram and stuff, but you know. I'm letting my wife do all the heavy lifting right there. See, she should be pretty choppy on the way to Bimini. So it's gonna be a perfect test for a little Starlink.
Carlos, with the gray market finally leveling off and prices dipping in some watches 20 to 30%, I have seen so many of the stores close shop and out of business due to carrying heavy in inventory when they bought at a high price. What steps are you doing to keep your shop alive, and do you anticipate selling the boat if it comes to it?
Before I sell the boat, I will make money with the boat. Meaning that I could start renting my boat 4 to 6 hours to anybody that wants to come take a ride on a nice boat. You could call me up and maybe I'd consider renting the boat, because we also own CRM Yachts. That's another company that we have, and we also consider start renting boats. So it's gonna take a lot for me to sell the boat.
This one from customer from Guatemala, Chrono. Canal de Panama from Wash,
Willie says I'm the Panama Canal when it comes to watches, because I get every watch that he needs.
Whatever you need,
Go,
give
Carl.
me 24 hours. Carlos says everything is okay.
Got a little announcement to make. Hey guys, if you want to sell a watch at a fair price that we don't want to stock, make sure that you call me and we could put it on consignment, okay? For a small fee, probably around 10%, okay? Because remember, we have to warranty the watches. So if you want to sell your watches, even though there's sometimes I'm not buying, but we could sell it at our store at consignment. So think about that. It's a 2022 Rolex Daytona. Rose gold with a black dial. 116505, I think.
It's nice.
Sold order by Mr. William here.
Thank you for opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you for opportunity. That's awesome.
We are vlogging.
The mic working?
Here we got Nati. Where? There you go. Wanna go from fat to skinny?
You okay? Are you getting a stretch? It's not as bad as before? Okay, try to close your eyes.
Oh yeah, she's gonna. See that? Yeah, that's the same shit I did.
Let me see your face.
I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game, and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court, but we ain't the same. You do it all with a straight face. I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow.
No, ellos dicen que la cocina está cerrada.
But you took the last croquetos and
Tell you, Natalie, you gotta come on more and put it.
Look, here's what Cubans eat for lunch. I mean for breakfast.
Oh shit, pan con croqueta. Breve croqueta.
CRM Boss Baby is also selling. She's gonna sell her first Cuban link. You know about that or no?
No, I don't know.
Show to you. She's getting a DM. She's been talking to a client to sell a Cuban link chain. Right?
Nah, for real?
Look, that's Theo right there. What happens to you if you sell a Cuban link chain?
She gets a commission.
And what are you gonna do? You told me yesterday. What are you gonna do? You're gonna buy what? He's gonna buy the whole store, Sarah.
Carlos, if you had 15K to your name at 20 years old, what would you buy or do or learn?
I will give you the right answer now because I'm 47 and almost 50. But if I was 20, I would probably party the money out. But with $15,000, I would definitely buy a watch, Submariner. Just because I think if you're gonna be your first watch, I will keep it forever and then I will pass it to my kids. Great watch for that.
And this one is brand new. That one's 135.
And what is this one called right here?
5712 rose gold. So it tells you the moon phase, date. We just got started, so.
There you go, man. That's very nice. Very nice.
Before you got very nice.
Like I said, I had the president.
And then we come and get like sneakers. We got a sneaker store in Boston. It's called La Tienda.
Like gray market of sneakers?
Yeah, like resale market. Sneakers, clothing, art.
He could have. I don't know. The one with the orange strap. He could have got it. He was in Dubai.
That's a bad piece.
He said
What's
no.
the cheapest paddock you have here?
That yellow gold right there, 30.
This one?
Yeah.
You don't wear your stuff, no?
Nah, this is my size. I wish.
Oh, you got these for sale?
Yeah.
Man, mine are destroyed. I wear the shit out of them, bro.
This is
You
the
told me, oh,
orange
man, you don't
version.
take care of your sneakers. Man, I wear my sneakers. Don't worry about it, man.
You need
I
the
ain't leaving
green
no
ones.
sneakers for Charlie's, man. I already got all my destroyed.
Yeah,
Listen,
bro.
I go by.
I wish these was my size. I would.
It's crazy. When you get certain age, you go to stages in life, right? So, a couple of years ago, I was into the Christian Louboutin with the spikes. I probably bought like 40 pairs at least of them. Yeah, Charlie has taken them all of them. Right? One by one. And before all that, I went to dress clothes, custom made suits and all that. My shit is full of that and I don't wear it anymore. This is this shit. This is like wearing a pair of sandals, man. I love my shit. What size?
These are 10.
How much are they?
These ones right here, like 3K. Maybe he can make like a trunk. Yeah. A little trunk. Yeah. That'd be dope.
Like what, like a shoebox?
Yeah.
No, like a trunk.
Put a watch holder.
Watch trunk.
A shoebox with a watch holder.
Oh, yeah. You could do something.
That'd be cool.
Like a case.
That'd be dope.
This case is nasty though.
And they're really soft.
Oh, wow.
Comfortable straps.
Material is crazy.
I'll put that on the sub. Subscribe to CRM YouTube channel. Follow them on Instagram.
Sir.
La Tienda in the building.
There you go.
There you go, there you
One
go.
big cakes, you know what you gotta do, homie.
Out in
That's
Boston.
a date just 36 right there in your hand with some fluffy hair.
We just started.
My
We
dear,
just started.
Somebody called me and told me about a frame. Since they know that I like the Hulk, they sent me the Hulk. And then for Charlie, they sent SpongeBob. No. SpongeBob Charlie. I said it was a fun. No. What a prostitute. What a prostitute he said. Cut the back. Betty's becoming a strong celebrity, man.
Yeah.
But Betty's not my only sister. We have Sandra also too here.
It's okay. Your whole picture.
I see the guys did my whole
I
picture.
think so. I think he's gonna stop by.
Oh my god.
Betty, boo.
I know, beautiful.
Wow.
Guys know it's backwards, right? It's him. Yeah.
Jason.
Betty, that's for
Jason,
you?
thank you, man.
He messaged me.
You should have done my wife better, man.
That's very
Super
pretty.
cool, man.
That's very nice.
How nice. Let's call Betty on FaceTime.
Look what they sent you.
No way! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Right? Where do you want us to put it?
We miss you. It's so peaceful here that we miss you so much. It's so peaceful.
I know you make me. That's for sure.
Hold it here, Mom, so I can see it.
Oh,
Very pretty, very pretty.
I can't believe I'm in Spain and I'm getting this gift. I'm just loving it so much. I thought I'm gonna hang it behind on the wall behind me.
we're putting it there.
I'm replacing the one that Carlos gave me, so thank you so much. I really appreciate the time of painting it. I know how time consuming it is. So just the thought of doing it and actually doing it means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you.
CRM in the house, Valencia. Hola, my CRM people. We're here in Valencia. I escaped from CRM, loving Spain. To other fans, here we are. Look at that. Look at that. Who said that we need a Miami Beach?
They just.
They date this one. I'm looking for two, but do you have this one?
Let me check.
Thank you.
Oh, the day just. Yeah, c'est pre-owned.
Quoi?
Pre-owned.
Ouais, mais il y en a deux.
Both are pure.
Yeah, one's 2018, one is 21. You can see that they're
We
very
only get brand new.
watches? Okay.
Just brand new.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, no, la Aquanaut.
With the blue, with the smooth bezel like that, or you want fluted?
No, just one. Sorry.
Like that one?
Yeah, let me check for you.
Oh, I'm hungry. I gotta eat my food.
Je peux l'essayer ou pas? Juste pour demander.
Hi, this is Charlie.
I'm actually calling because I wanted to see if you guys had any Explorer ones, but I think the person before me said that you guys may have to source one.
Yeah, I don't have one in stock. I can source it for you. Which year or reference number are you looking for?
The 214270, the 39mm MK2.
214270?
Yeah, and then the MK2 version where they have room on the 3, 6, and 9.
Gotcha. Let me see. Okay, I don't see nothing posted recently. What I could do is I can contact a couple of dealers and see if they have anything in stock.
I'm looking for something more of a daily, but if you can source do you have any ceramic subs there, like later model ones? Maybe in the 40, not the 41?
Yeah, I actually have. I'm selling my personal 40 ceramic, and then I have another one here in stock. Actually, I have a 3 total in stock, from 12.5 naked up to 14 complete set, box and papers, 2018.
Yeah, and then that watch, your personal watch, the one that you're selling, is that a naked piece, or do you have box and papers?
Mine is naked. We have 2 naked ones and then 1 complete box and papers.
Got it. And then the box and papers one, I'm assuming, is the one that's 14?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested in that. If you could find the Explorer, that would be great. I'm not really looking to spend, above retail on a sub, but I know that's, just kind of the market we're in right now. So I was looking for something like if I can get a used Explorer, something that I can trade in on and then have the same money to roll over to the sub if and when it comes.
I got you. So let's do this. Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I do.
What's your cell phone? I'm gonna send you a text message there so you have my phone number. Send me some pictures of what you like, what you have in mind, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Texas after Florida? Florida drove you too crazy?
No, honestly, man, I was in the service, so when I got out, it was just one of those situations where, do I move back to Florida or do I try something different? And, Texas had a lower cost of living. I still love Florida. Half my family's still there, but, I'm stuck here now. I got a decent job and, You know, it's I'm bearing the 110 heat right now, so.
Out here in Miami, it's a little crazy sometimes, and I know over there the jobs supposedly are better paying and the cost of living is a lot cheaper, and you have very similar laws out there.
Yeah, it was definitely different a few years ago. Like, you know, when I moved here, it was like 220 grand, 4-bedroom, 1,500 square feet, and it just sold a couple days ago for like 450. So it's
Miami's just ridiculous in pricing in the housing market now.
oh yeah, probably like 600, and then it's like from the 70s, right?
Yep, for sure. Easily, without a doubt. And there's a lot of things to do out there in Texas. I've seen some clients of mine, they go hunting pigs off of ATVs with 50 cows mounted on them. I'm like, damn, that's awesome. Or go shoot nods off of helicopters.
Yeah, well, I haven't done the helicopter stuff, but I just got invited to go, you know, shoot some pigs on one of my coworkers' property. So.
Oh, you know, have fun. Shoot some pigs for me, my brother.
Well, I haven't. This will be the first time. Usually I shoot at bait for steel, so this is the first time, so I'll see how I feel about it.
Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. All right, well, just, send me some pictures of what you have in mind. I'll keep an eye out for the Explorer, but just text me there so I have it in the text thread and I remember. Just put what you're looking for, what you have in mind, and we'll go from there.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, Charlie. I appreciate it.
All right. No problem, brother. Have a good one.
Charlie, do you feel you have felt any pressure taking over as a captain in a few years? I think you will be doing great.
I have very mixed feelings about that. Do I feel a lot of pressure? I feel pressure all the time. The thing that I've realized about me in the more recent months of my life, I work better under heavy pressure. So while yes, it stresses me out and I go crazy under heavy pressure, that's the only way I can work. When I have a lot of pressure, I perform very great. And diamonds need pressure, so.
I just want to have a general idea of where my client's going to be at with these watches. He's a private collector looking to liquidate.
You know that how the market is right now, right?
No, yeah, we know it's down. I follow you on YouTube all the time. I watch all your videos. I told him I have a couple of friends. You know, I have a couple of friends in the jewelry business, but I also wanted to come to you because, you know, I respect everything you guys do online and everything, and it's really cool watching you guys. So
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I just wanted to get an idea of where he would be around.
Okay, let's start one by one and start with the reference number.
Okay, 116690. So you got one for 2. Almost mint condition. It's only been worn 3 times. Date on the card is 12/18/20.
Yeah, and it should be 116680, not 90. Okay.
I might have mistyped it. I'm sorry.
I see one here. I'm in the dealer's chats, and I see one here for 16.5. So I guess if I were to stock this piece, it would be around $15,000.
Okay, 15K. Okay. All right. So the next watch is 126710 LV.
Oh, hold on 1 second, man. I'm trying to do everything at the same time.
I know you're a busy man.
Oh man, my phone is just go crazy. Yeah, hold on.
It's amazing. I get on the phone with you, and everybody starts calling me, and I'm not that popular of a person.
Is that a Kermit?
It's a Kermit. It's lightly worn. Full set. 11/29/20 is on the card.
15K also.
15K also?
Yes, sir. They're going in the chop brand spanking new 2022 around 17. I sell it on 10% on that, but if I'm gonna buy a pre-owned for stock, it's gotta be a 15K.
So the next watch is 326984.
Sky Dweller.
Blue dial, yeah, lightly worn.
What year on that?
2021.
I would say max $24,000.
The next one is 228239. The Pave. It's got all the diamonds all over it. 5/12/21 is the date on the card. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I was trying to, look at it on Chrono, and I don't know where I'm at with that one.
Listen, man, if you could purchase my watch looking at Chrono, you'll probably buy my whole entire inventory. Because you see watches at Chrono for $500,000, I'm selling here at $200, nobody wants it. So
that's why I called you.
You can ask anything you want.
I have no idea where I'm at.
I see one here for $75,000. That piece right there. I'm gonna give you a lower price than what they're going in the chat, but your customer could also consider put it on consignment for a little bit higher amount. Remember, I have to make sure that if I'm gonna buy some other watches, it's gonna be at a very good price, and I'm not gonna lose money like the rest of the watches that I have here at the store. Because I do not need to stock any more inventory. I need to flip my watches. Okay.
Carlos, I'm gonna be your best client. He got all these watches at retail.
So he should be good.
He's like, I'm going to keep 1 or 2. And he's like, I don't even wear this one, especially this one that we're going over. He's like, I never wear it. What would you say the lowest on that watch?
65,000.
65, okay. Now we're getting into 116500. L is in Lima, N is in Nancy. It's a black Daytona.
I would say 23,000.
23,000. Black Rolex is 228.
228? The presidential?
Yeah, black with diamond. They're diamond baguettes.
And this is yellow gold, right?
Yeah, yellow gold.
Yellow gold,
diamond
black,
baguette.
black diamond dial. 35 on that.
Okay, now last one is an AP 26420. R is in Robert. O is in Oregon. O is in Oregon. O is in Oregon 3.
Right. That's an offshore. Oof, I hate that watch.
You don't like this watch?
It's just too bulky and big, you know.
I'm not a fan of AP either, man.
Man, I would say 45,000, my man, on that one.
45 for the AP. All
Rose.
right, now let me ask you a question. How does this work? We come down there, obviously we bring the watches, everything, and then, you give us your final price, and
That's it.
what, you just wire
Why you write your check?
So this is probably going to be done in the next couple of days. Do you want me to give you a call before I come in?
Yes, please. I want to make sure that I'm ready for it. Let me give you my cell phone number.
Yeah, do you want my phone number as well?
Send me a text with your info. Thank you, my man, okay?
All right.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, buddy.
You got it, brother.
All right.
All my fans, I bet you don't know who this guy is. He's famous here at CRM Jewelry. So if you ever seen our painting of the Hulk, Carlos the Hulk, he was the one that did it. And the painting, you got it yesterday on video, Betty's?
Yeah, it's coming out from this
He's
video.
the one that also did it. Look, I get goosebumps because, man, to take your time just to paint something, to take to somebody that you only know through the social media, for me, it's crazy. Crazy, amazing, we'll keep those forever. Thank you, Jason, man.
You bet, brother.
Thank you for taking your time.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you for
course.
all those paintings,
I love
man.
doing
I
it.
promise you
Love doing it.
that I will keep them until the day I die, okay?
That's all I
promise you
ask.
that, and
All
I
right.
mean it. See, when
I
I
know.
mean things, I feel it. And that's amazing, bro. It's very easy to make me happy. And I told my wife and I told my whole family, when it's my birthday, I don't care about a gift. For me, it's a card, a postcard, where you take your time and write what you think. Thank you once again, my man.
You
okay?
bet. You bet.
Well, you can't make a painting of Willie because it's too big. It's
Yeah,
gonna take
we'll
all the
fit
ink
in
of the
canvas,
world.
yeah.
It's gonna take
Yeah.
all the ink of the
Afford
world.
all that paint.
That's breakfast.
Little Willie over there with his breakfast.
Breakfast. You gotta see Willie's breakfast. A steak sandwich this big. And it has steaks, eggs. So we got the painting yesterday. We showed Betty, she's in love. And we're gonna show her now.
Yeah, I
We
can't
just
wait
have this coffee.
to see her reaction. So.
Will, not Willie, Will would win knowledge. When you want to do something and you're hungry for the money, it's better than knowledge because you're gonna find that knowledge through the will. For me, you know what I mean?
Figure it out.
Everybody knows the story about Willie. Willie used to be the head of security at a place that I used to go for a long time, for 15 years. I guess when you get old, you always go to the same places. The treatment they would give me at that bar was amazing. So one day I was kind of drunk, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I told Willie, I'm gonna tell Willie, I'm gonna bring you to work for me. I thought I'm gonna bring you to work for me. He never believed me. That a year after that passed, and then I called him up. He was working on the daytime window company. So that's what he was doing, sweating his ass off. And I called him up. I'm like, you ready? Come. Then I brought him as a security, and then I told him I'll give you the opportunity to do sales. His daughter was getting born, and then in 1 year, man, he got married.
He got married, yeah, I saw that.
He got divorced too.
Oh
my God. Cut that out. He made me spend I don't know how many $1,000 taking the whole entire family, the nanny, the kids, my sister, everybody to the wedding. And then a year after, boom.
Hey, Will, it ain't the first time.
Hey, it ain't the first time.
Somebody's got
You're happy. As long as you're happy.
I love my life.
You gotta be happy.
As long as you gotta be happy. He works 7 days a week, all times. You have to. A lot of people think that, what they see in the videos is actually the truth, but we always hear. Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna answer the phone.
Right.
I put the watches, I clean the floor, I get the shoes, or whatever's gotta be done, that's what I'm trying to do. We brought Miss CRM into the team, sales, you learn.
You do. It's.
And where's Charlie, huh?
Jealous now,
It is
okay?
clear. One.
I am
Now
totally
you gotta make
jealous.
one for Sandra.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
You did it for Betty, it's enough. It's beautiful.
I don't know why Betty's so lucky. She's the grouchy one. Always.
Yeah, why is
She's a single one.
Betty's not here.
Yeah, she's not gonna take advantage that Betty's not here, but no, she's a sweetheart. And she always complains for all the vacations that I haven't taken.
Yeah.
And we're like, when we take vacation, you go to? So I don't know what you're talking about.
And to get it to where it kind of looks like one should wear.
It's super. It's super.
Dan, how come you don't always wear a watch?
Because he cares about numbers, not about accessories and jewelry. 1. And 2, because he destroys them.
I feel kind of constrained when I wear a watch or a chain. I feel like I'm being like choked, a bit claustrophobic, and I like to type really fast. When I wear a watch, I feel like that's slowing me down and I'm getting slower as I type. Number 2 is, like Charlie said, I care more about intangibles. So I care about this content. I care about how you react to it, how many people it inspires. So
If you were to wear a watch, what's your favorite?
oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna talk about that. So preferably, like if I had to pick a watch, I would rather wear something like the Bell & Ross Red Radar than a Rolex.
What the? You could show them, peek over to the side. Peek over to the side real quick and zoom into the table. And once we are ready, then we're good to go.
I mean, there's some young dealers out there that have gotten into this, and I'm happy about that because it keeps the industry going. Certain clients buy this collectible stuff, other people buy the modern, and
Show me the monkey.
So my dream is to have my Tesla and a Porsche like this.
Where are you coming from?
Barbados?
Oh, Barbados.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I've been watching you guys since Eric was on the channel doing his reviews and whatnot. Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
For sure.
That's awesome to hear that, you know?
Starbucks.
We had, did you see the episode on Barbados where they brought us the rum?
Yeah.
That was so good.
I don't know him personally, but my brother is friendly with him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from Nick in a while, but the rum was just amazing.
Oh yeah, that was like creme de la creme of what
Really?
we have there. Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
So good.
Yeah.
So good,
That was
so
like
good.
top
So
shelf
Nick,
stuff.
you were nice. You were very nice.
Nick, where are you, man? We're looking
Where
for
are
you.
you? We're looking for the rum, especially at this time of the year. We need it.
Let's see if it will fit.
If it's correct.
Is it full length?
It should be, yeah. That's a 2022. I was just talking to a gentleman that his wrist was 11 and a half inches.
Oh wow.
11 and a half?
11 and a half. So I'm quoting him a chain.
I don't think-
a
I don't even
bracelet.
think my biceps are 11 and a half.
And I'm like, we say here. Mine are. Wow. That's a
Go again. Flex.
Killing the game right now. I'm like addicted. Every Friday I'm there.
Awesome,
Like
bro.
clockwork.
That's our goal, man. You know, to me, that's like these guys are very addicted to watches. I'm very addicted to inspiring people through content.
Yeah.
So when I see people react and the comments they make, it's like really, really inspiring.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That's the whole vibe you guys have here too, like the whole family unit, everything. Like
That's-
that's
yeah.
how it is back home with us too. So it's like,
You have a family business?
yeah. Well, some of my own and some with business. So we do real estate together, and then we each kind of have our own things going on separate.
Cool. What's your main business in Barbados?
Real estate, pest control, and then furniture manufacturing. We have a plant up in North Carolina.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we just do mainly B2B and supply like a lot of big guys, West Ham, the works.
That's the name of the business, Azuro?
That's the name of this development.
Oh, okay. Where is that?
In Barbados.
Oh, cool.
So this one just sold out, but we have one coming called Sorrento, which is going to be kind of a carbon copy of this, but in a gated community.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah. So they're basically investment properties. So everyone that's going to be able to buy here immediately has equity in what they buy. So for myself, I'm keeping one, and immediately I'm going to get about 150 to 200 grand in equity just from keeping it.
Okay.
So it's a great investment for persons, you know, Airbnbs, everything like that. You got to use it, come to Barbados whenever you want, but then you can also, you know, make some money and be able to pay your mortgage with it.
Cool.
We have a factory in North Carolina. Right now we're mainly just dealing with B2B, but we are upholstery sofa manufacturer out of North Carolina.
Awesome, bro. So you want to try on your skeleton right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's missing some links.
Yeah, I don't even think you're going to be able to squeeze your hand through it.
And looks nice.
Oh, this looks good. I gotta see a mirror though.
Go ahead, feel free.
All you gotta do is sell like 2 or 3 properties, man. That's it. It's yours.
No, that one looks it's definitely the yellow one.
Charlie, do you have plans on making senior money double up and grow your family's wealth? What exactly do you bring to the table at CRM? What's your vision in the next 5 years for CRM? Will you ever do something that your father hasn't done besides riding the crypto wave?
Yes, I do plan on making more money. What do I bring to the table? I bring a lot of headaches, problems, and good things to CRM. What do I plan on doing that my father hasn't done? Automating it and leaving the family for a lifestyle experience and more fun for the clients and the fans, and then having the sales on e-commerce and automated sale process, and then just to teach and delegate each one of our functions now to people under us. So for accounting, to have a team of accounting, social media, have a team of social media, marketing, and so forth.
So this is a 1961 Submariner, reference 5512, 4-line, exclamation dial, chaptering, pointed crown guard case.
Okay, so let me see if I can understand everything that he told me there. Pointed crown guard case.
Yep.
Here, you can see here.
Oh yeah. Right.
And now look at the lugs. There's also an unpolished case. Which
So I was gonna ask you, why are they so thick?
Because it's unpolished. On unpolished cases for vintage Rolex, you want to see that fat chamfer cutting and rolling over.
I've seen that, but the width of them, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because of the end link and the rivets.
No, it's because it's never touched a polishing wheel. They were all manufactured like that. Very thick, very rich. And you see how the lug chamfer is exaggerated? But look how it runs from the tip of the case all the way through the other end.
Yeah,
that's how you
rarely
can tell
tell
true unpolished.
But even the width here?
Yeah, you want to see them thick. Because when they hit the polishing wheel, the first thing that's lost is the chamfer.
That I've seen.
Yeah. And what happens eventually over time is that you go from like parallel to them being now staggered because they hit the buffing wheel. So
of course, and they don't know what they're doing.
And then you lose the hole also. The bracelet is a 7206.
Is it what we call a rivet bracelet, correct?
Swiss rivet. Because you got 2 types of rivets.
Okay.
You have your CNI rivets and then your 7206 Swiss rivets. The 7206 Swiss rivets were made for the European market. Those are the early releases. So you'll see like this one has, the clasp has a date stamp. If you open it up, they have a date stamp there, which is what? Right here. 4th quarter 65. So like on vintage pieces, you know how you open up the case back, and sometimes in the case back you'll see like 367. That means 3rd quarter 67. That means it was made between July.
The 3rd quarter of 1967.
Exactly. So
that's so cool. So they give you a little bit more information.
Correspond with that, but much later, because bracelets weren't manufactured the same time as the cases were. It was always the cases were manufactured, assembled, and sent off to another location where they then added bracelets. So it's typically fine to see later bracelets on earlier cases.
And you'll see people be like, oh, the bracelet doesn't match the watch because they're 2 different years. And then you hear people that know what they're talking about and they say yes, because they were manufactured or assembled at different times.
Exactly.
Something that happens with me with prior random serial number watches, we have somebody who has like an F serial, right? And then the card is dated maybe like 08 or 07. And they're like, oh, it's an 08. I'm like, no, it's an F serial, which is 03.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how do you know? And what happens is that now you have watches flying off the shelves. Back then, the watch used to sit there for a couple years before it used to sell.
What makes this piece very unique, it's a 4-line, it's an exclamation dial. What the exclamation dial represents is that there was a transition from radium, from the earlier version. So the earlier version of this would be an Eagle Beak Mark I. The exclamation dial, which is implemented around 1960, 1961, is to differentiate between radium and then a radium tritium mix. So this has less radium, higher tritium. So this will still read on a Geiger. However, it's not as dangerous as the ones that are
straight radium.
So that's what the exclamation dot was made for, so that it can differentiate.
Very nice. I've been learning and trying to read on it, and I've been saying for maybe the last 2 years, I want to get into vintage. I want to get into vintage, and people ask me all the time, Charlie, how come you're still not into vintage? Because there's a lot of crap to know. It's not from one day to the next.
To navigate the vintage realm of just like collectability, there's so many factors to take into consideration. One thing I don't ever worry about is the insert and the bracelet, because those are interchangeable. We can always change inserts and bracelets and make something correct. What's important is that the dial configuration needs to correspond with the serial number to make sure that there's continuity and it's correct.
Correct.
The value is impacted when you have a serial range with a later mark dial. if the dial doesn't correspond to serial range in vintage, your value is going to be impacted significantly. So the continuity of parts being consistent is where the retention of value is for vintage. And what happens now in the vintage market is that we often see many parts being swapped, hands that are not correct, dials that are later.
This is so much nicer on the wrist.
Vintage is
Damn, let me go look at myself in the mirror with this on. Oh my god. What a killer piece. It's just so like...
This would be the equivalent to a heavy hitter, but in the vintage world.
What is something like this you're running?
You're looking at like mid-60s.
Mid-60s.
I would say on the
Make sure
retail
to-
end, on the retail end, probably like high 60s, maybe low 70s for like an end user who wants this piece unpolished.
This is crazy.
So it's not a 10-10 piece. The dial is matted out, as you can see. So, you know, it lost the gloss. These were really high gloss.
They're gilt dials, correct.
Yes.
Which gilt is like a gold or a brass plate and they put the printing above, right?
So, yes and no. Gilt is a leaf. It's a gold leaf. And any gilt dial should be recessed into the dial. Almost like if it's engraved in the dial and then they paint the leaf on top.
You see people know these things about vintage watches, but on modern pieces, people don't really know. But there's 5 dial variations of a ceramic Submariner 40. There's 3 dial variations of a Hulk. There's 3 variations of two-tone 116613s. And on that was something that I was realizing was the raised letters. So you can actually tell what year your two-tone 40 is because you'll see flat printing, raised like bubble printing. You can see thicker, like the Submariner looks more bold and raised. Like if you look at it at an angle in a loop, you could see the letters physically raised. And that's things that people don't see about these watches now. But come down the line, 30, 40 years, it's going to be the same thing like this.
That's it, because that will then become vintage. Yeah. These will become super vintage.
Correct. And I don't think you'll get that beautiful bezel fade on this ceramic.
No.
But
And this is the glory behind vintage. The characteristics are gonna, if you have 10 of the same reference from the same year, the characteristics when you want together, they all differ. Patina, the way that the case is, the way that the insert has faded, the stretch of the bracelet. That's the beauty about vintage, is that despite how many of the same records you have, they all
have their own character, their own sauce to them.
And they all change contingent on the environmental factors of where you live.
I've heard a lot
People
of different stories.
Have this idea that tropical dials happen from the sun. That's a false. That's a fact. That is not true.
I've heard they can happen very heavily inside of a safe.
Darkness is where tropicalizing happens because of oxidation, moisture, humidity, and pressure.
And then I've heard also that if you have a watch, let's say the watch sat in the safe, you wore it in very hot, bright sun for 2 or 3 days, and then put it back in the safe, you'll start like a crazy reaction.
Yes.
And you don't know how it will react, but that's what people do.
Some of it can give you like a bubbling, which is not good. Yeah. Gilt watches, like glossy gilt watches, you never want in the sun. Because the sun will cause the lacquer to crack.
Got you. Which is when you see those spider hairlines on the dials.
So people thought, oh, let me leave my gilt watch in the sun for a couple days and let it turn brown. And then what happened afterwards is they looked at their dial and their dial was...
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Darkness is what causes tropicalizing.
You ready? Yeah? Do you prefer this white gold 2022 Submariner? Or, sorry, what year was this again?
Or the 61 chaptering 4-line.
Oh, no, that's a lot of shit.
5512.
Yeah, give me some more information.
Okay,
Just say the year and the vintage piece, the model.
Just
like,
say 1961 5512.
Battle of the Submariners. Do you prefer this 2022 white gold Submariner or this 5512 from 1961? What do you think is worth more? Good?
Yeah.
What do I think is worth more?
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm asking this question, you kind of know the answer, huh?
No, he's gonna come out with a smart
1975 super crispy. I want one.
I got you.
He wants a
You're
red
gonna get
letter.
me one, yeah? Huh?
He wants a red letter.
How you doing, my friend? What's up, man? How you doing, Carlos? Man? What's going on? Everything good?
Yeah, man.
Where you from?
Barbados.
Barbados, fucking island life. Island life.
Yes, man. I've been a big fan of the channel for a long time.
Huh?
Been a fan of the channel for a long time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Watch every
Thank you,
episode.
man. Thank you.
Where are you guys from? Cuba?
No. Hi, Leah. I'm from Cincinnati. I have
guys.
to practice what you told me of the asking from the beginning.
I think you're doing fine.
I have to get into the rhythm of, hi, how are you? How'd you guys hear about us? Do you mind being on the YouTube? So I can get the whole intro.
Can I see that one?
It might be tight on you, yeah, because my father had it there.
He had it on, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
I gotta
alright.
throw some links on it. Are you familiar with the function of this watch?
Carlos, if your dad walked into the store, which watch would you recommend he buy?
My dad will walk into the store. First of all, I don't even think I would be able to hold that. I think I would fucking faint. That would be the best thing in my life. If you walk into the door, I would tell him, Papi, take a fucking pick. Whatever you want, you could take. My dad would probably would like us up like Charlie, you know? He was more like Charlie. Discreet, a sorrow. How do you say sorrow?
Sneaky.
A sneaky, a silent assassin. You get your money, man.
Hey, the guy of the show right here.
What's up, my boy? What's up? How you doing? Hey, what's up, man? How you guys doing?
Here, my dad, he watch y'all every day.
Man, I know he wasn't a fan. I know you were my fan. He lying. He ain't got time for that. He too young.
I told him don't come home. He bring me 2 Rolexes.
I'll tell you what. He better do that shit because I tell you what. Yesterday they asked me what happened if my dad would walk through the door. You know what I said? I would pass out because you know he's not here today with me, and I only have one watch that I'm ever gonna sell because he used to wear it. That's the only watch that I care about. The rest ain't nothing for me. So when people come here and tell me, look, my pop gave me this watch, I'm trying to sell him, you know what I tell them? Get out of my store.
Yeah, sentimental, man.
Sentimental, man. These kids today, they don't give a shit. Nice talking to you, boss, man. Whenever you come to Miami, you better come and have that Cuban coffee with us.
Oh, man, I get a wake-up call.
It will be my pleasure, my man. Thank you, okay?
And I told my son you got the coldest Ferrari in Miami.
Well, you gotta see my Chevy.
I haven't seen that one.
55 Chevy Bel Air. Super sick. You gotta see it. I'm gonna send you, I'll tell your son to give me your number and I'll send you a video so you can see it.
Okay.
If you ever come to Miami, you have a family here, my man.
All right, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Take care, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. How are you, dad, brother? What's up, my man?
See you, bro. Appreciate you.
Happy? Everything
Yeah,
good?
of course, bro.
See?
Beautiful.
You beat me up, but you good.
Nah, you beat
good.
me
It's
up.
your first one.
Yeah, it's my first.
Se hace bien. Jesus.
¿Qué tal? ¿Qué le da eso?
Willie, are you just muscle? What's your worth to CRM? Do you generate sales? Where do you plan on being in 5 years?
Bueno, mi valor para CRM lo puede decir nada más Carlos. Lo que ha visto mi desarrollo y mi tiempo aquí en CRM.
One of our best salesmen here, and he's always grinding and doing the extra mile to make the extra sell. He's very valuable to the company.
5 years voy a tener mi primer millón.
He said in 5 years he wants to reach
Invertido aquí.
$1 million invested here at the company.
Who wears the most expensive watch?
Carlos.
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 Carlos. Carlos.
OG Pop, where do you think you can get a 1.2 millimeter Cuban link?
What's that?
1.2 millimeter Cuban link. That's a Cuban hair. A Cuban hair?
Dan, what are your top 3 books you've read that have really changed your life?
Top 3 life-changing books that I've ever read. First one was How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is my first self-help book. Second book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's a classic.
second, hold it
guys.
up, hold it up.
I recommend everybody that's into business and success read this book. Number 3 has to be a tie between Beating the Street by Peter Lynch, taught me a lot about investing, or The Warren Buffett Way by Robert Hagstrom, or The Intelligent Investor by Ben Graham. Either one of those 3 books, I think, is probably a 3-way tie. And I'm actually reading one right now that somebody from YouTube recommended. I don't remember who you are, but thank you for the recommendation. And it's called Outwitting the Devil, also by Napoleon Hill. When I'm done reading, I'll let you guys know what I think.
Titanium Royal Oak tourbillon. It's actually a flying tourbillon, and if you notice, there's no bridges holding it on. A tourbillon is actually very, very useless. It is the Rube Goldberg machine of watches. Look, you're gonna get a cable, like an iPhone cable or something, right? Put it around your wrist, and then take that cable out, put it on the table, and measure that cable. There you go. He looks like a UFC fighter. He just looks familiar, his face. Sammy on TV too?
Yeah, man.
You know who he looks like? It's Dan Bilzerian. OG, come here. Look, doesn't he look like Dan Bilzerian?
Please don't say that.
What's up, man? You're probably cooler than that guy, man. Nice meeting you, brother, okay? Take care. Whatever we could do for you.
When we go to Australia.
Yeah, that's your connection. He'll take you everywhere.
Australia's awesome,
yes,
man.
Definitely.
Now you got your passport.
Beautiful women.
Yes, there is.
We're going to Bimini! Captain Ted. Captain Ted. All right, look, we're going to
Bimini.
We might run into some chop. Is chop fine, Captain Ted? Yeah, I mean, if we take it slow.
The jet skis just went overboard!
If we were on a raft, it would be a lot worse.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
What's that saying, Dad? Have you ever heard it? The smooth seas don't make good sailors.
Oh, smooth seas. Oh,
Have you heard that?
Sophie, where you going?
I can't sit in here anymore. I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, Sophie.
But
Ramon's
feet.
Ramon's foot.
He's sleeping.
Oh,